That would have started in 2022 for the last Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
So I got a buddy here in Calgary. His name's Brad Kirkwood. He's a goalie coach. He's got his own goalie coach company, Top Prospects Goaltending in the region. He's also the goalie coach for Team Canada Women's. He championed me and said, I got this guy, local guy. He's really good. You should get the girls to get the mass done. So 2022, I got to do all the girls, and they won gold, and it was amazing, and it was one of the
Yeah.
biggest accomplishments at that time of our career. And then it just kind of kept going from there. We kept painting
Yeah.
up through Team Canada just through the years until the next Olympics came, and
Mhm.
we were kind of holding our breath to hope that.
You never know though, you never know what's coming until it's here. So yeah, you just
And you never expect anything.
yeah,
You always just have to.
we never expect anything. So it's always really exciting when you hear from them or hear from somebody and they're coming.
Yes.
Yeah, that's always the most exciting for sure.
So
That's
then
awesome.
jump to this time. The first person that was confirmed was Logan Thompson, and we've been working
Okay.
with Logan Thompson since he was, I think, 16 years old. So
Wow.
right when he got, I kind of knew I was hoping we were going to do it. Like nobody would farm him out to somebody else, and he right away texted me actually before he got picked, and he said, "I think I'm getting picked. Just get your paints ready," kind of deal. So that was
Yeah.
super exciting. And then from there, once that happened, kind of flash back. The equipment manager for Team Canada's name was Darren Granger.
Mhm.
He's for the LA Kings equipment manager. So he knew me from the Kings organization, and last year with the Four Nations with Hill painted a mask for him.
Okay.
So he kind of knew my work, and we've established a bit of a relationship. And that's when he reached out and said, "Well, would you want to do Darcy's too? You might as well."
Yeah.
So I was just like, "Yeah, of course." Those two guys, which was awesome, and we can elaborate on their designs more too.
Yes.
But then the girls started contacting me. Emerance Maschmeyer, who I painted for last Olympics, she reached out. I was so excited to
Mm.
hear from her again. She's amazing to work with. She always has really fun, cartoony ideas. And then it was
Yes.
the same thing. Then Team Canada was like, "Well, if you would you want to do Kaylee's as well?" And the same thing. We were like, "Yeah, sure." But the problem with all this, and then the Paralympics came around, and we were just like, "Oh, of course." So we were just crazy, six Canada masks
Wow.
out of there was only 8, so we got 6 of the 8 of all these different Olympics for Team Canada.
Yeah,
That's
it's pretty
amazing.
awesome, and it's a big responsibility too. You wanna make sure that
Honor.
yeah, an honor and yeah,
Yeah.
it's really exciting.
Yeah. So, but then reality hits, and then me and Tash look at
Mhm.
each other and go, "Okay, we got to get 6 masks out in like a couple weeks."
Yeah.
And we got another local goalie, Gabby for Team Italy, which was awesome
Yeah.
as well. So
Yes.
actually
Yeah.
7. So
Yeah.
so for the men's, it was they both kind of hit at the same kind of tone. So they
Mhm.
wanted to represent something to do with their home province and kind of their home city area. So Logan wanted the Calgary Tower and something to do with the Rocky Mountains. So that's kind of all he gave
Mm.
me. And I worked with Logan for so long that he just gives me like a little bit and then says, "Show me something," and
Mhm.
we'll go from there. And I showed him the first layout, and he was like, "Done." So that was pretty cool. I added the shinny scene in front to it, so it looks like a shinny scene, and then the city's in the back, just to add some
Yes.
Canadiana to it.
Yeah.
And then I actually I think me and Tash did the same thing. We're like, "What should we do with uh the Rocky Mountains?" And I don't remember. It was such a blur at that time. She might have given me the idea for the bear. I don't know. So I think
Yeah, back and forth and yeah, it was
yeah,
Nice.
we want to create again a story and
and we want each goalie to feel seen as well, not that it's just the
Mhm.
same design over and over. You wanna
For
get
sure.
their personality, and you want them to feel like, "Oh, this is, made for me," and
and this is the Olympics. These
yeah,
masks are
it's
so
huge.
important. They're
Yeah,
gonna have these on their
Yeah.
wall
yeah.
for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, it's so cool
Yeah.
that they're representing their country, and you just wanna make sure that they're feeling the best they can, and their mask represents them too,
Yeah.
so
So
Yeah.
I think we nailed Logan's. He was super happy about it. Percy, I just texted him. I don't have a relationship with him quite yet, so he just said something to do with Saskatchewan. And Tash is from Saskatchewan, and I'm from
Okay.
Manitoba. So I was like, "Yeah, we got this, Scar."
we can come up with a few things for you.
Yeah. So then we came up with the farm scene on the side for Saskatchewan vibe with the wheat, and then he actually threw the loony in there. Said I think it'd be really cool to do
Oh,
a loon on the side. Kind of
yeah.
loony, and then I did the lake scene. Saskatchewan has so many lakes. It really
Yes.
worked. It worked really well. I was really proud of both of the men's ones for sure. The big bonus was when Logan played uh, prime time. They talked about the masks, and
Yes.
all of our friends and family were texting us like they're talking about you, and they they actually mentioned not Calgary. They mentioned my hometown, Swan River, Manitoba. They were talking about all the hometowns of the goalies. So my hometown, Swan River, was just over the moon that they got mentioned
Oh, that's so
during
awesome.
prime time Olympics. So that was really special. So that was probably the coolest part of the whole process for the men's masks. So Emerance, I've done 3 cartoon vibe masks, one just for the world champions and 2 now for the Olympics. So she just like you guys were saying, people like the cartoony stuff that I'm doing. So she knows that I like doing it. I come up with a bit of a story. So, but she gave me every sport for this mask. So she said, let's do, she didn't give me the animal. She said, let's do one as a skier, one as a snowboarder, one as a figure skater, and one as a skeleton. So then me and Tash started going, which one was going to fit this thing? Yes. So yeah, I had to have the beaver as this skier because I don't know, it's and I don't know who thought of the idea for the snowboarder. Again, this was gotta remember this time was kind of a blur.
Yes, for sure.
So there was a lot of back and forth in panic mode. So and to clarify for people too, all these designs have to be designed quite a bit like a couple weeks before we paint, and then they have to be
Mhm.
sent off and approved by the Olympic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Eh,
So sometimes that process does take a while. So,
yeah.
you are waiting and just make it you don't want to go ahead until you're sure, right? So
Well, you have to
Yeah.
send it and redo because
yeah,
if they're not allowed a certain thing. Uh,
Yes.
so it took
it took a while for sure.
yeah, too long for how short of a I think we had about 3 weeks all in, and they were creeping on about 2 weeks of getting the approval done, and we're just kinda
Yeah.
like,
But I understand they have so many designs to go through and
yeah.
Mhm.
they want to make sure that every country is being represented. So I get the process and it's for a reason, but yeah, when it's crunch time it was like, "Oh,
But it was and we were all in the same boat. I was texting Travis, TM Customs, and going like, "Did you get approved?
yeah."
Well, how's it going with your end?" And he was like, "I don't know." That's how we came up with Emerence's, and hers turned out so fun, and, um, I think I think I like the goose the most. He's kinda doing like a grab on his board. He's small on the top, but he's like flying in the background. Uh,
Yes.
oh yeah,
Just fitting for a goose.
yeah. And Kaylee was kind of the same as Darcy. Like I never worked with her before, and she's just like, I don't know, can you come up with something cool? So mostly based it off of her gear. She had really cool gear that looked retro with Team Canada kind of stitched on, like looked like a flag on her pads. So I kind of made it stitched looking with kind of the stripes down the side and to add some character with the stitches and the rough part. And then we added some personal stuff with Ottawa on the side. There's the Parliament, and then we did some other personal stuff on the other side. We actually snuck a bit of Italy, couple Italian scenes in there, and we had to get approval for that we could show certain
Oh,
parts
okay.
because she wanted the mask to represent Italy and Canada because she wanted to remember this mask because that's going to be a huge thing on her resume and the Olympic mask hanging on her wall. So it was they're all special, and you always want like we said, we want to make them all special for these goalies because it's really really important for them. Corbin always wants a dragon for at some sort, and I thought it was super cool idea, and
Uh,
I kind of wanted to vibe off Trevor Kidd a little bit. Trevor Kidd's got some masks that have like kind of this fierce dragon breathing fire on either side, symmetrical. We didn't do the
yeah.
fire breathing, but I wanted to kind of have that kind of 90s vibe to it, if that makes sense. So I just went for that. He was stoked. And the other thing that we did a really important thing on the back for his dad. He explained it on an interview. So we had a
Yes.
prayer on the back, and so it was a really special mask for him. Just with the dragons and the thing for his dad. And,
Yeah.
Adam, he just likes simple, kinda clean style design, so he had more of a really distinct idea, and I wanted to make sure and he always gets the wolf on his mask, so we did a little subtle wolf, but mostly when you stand back, it looks like real clean, retro, kind of a classic look, so They are
Yeah.
all a little different,
Yeah.
but
I was gonna say they're all different styles, representing the goalies.
yeah.
That's always cool too. They're not all the same, like it shows their personalities a little bit too and what they like.
Yeah, and
Yes.
like we talked about too, I was trying to show off a bit of my range too. We could do kind of any style. So
Yeah.
yeah,
For sure.
it was a big it was a big kind of task to pull off, and yeah, I think we were happy. We were tired when we were done. It.
I can imagine.
To be able to
Yeah.
watch and see and oh yeah, that's awesome.
Hey, it's the biggest stage in the world. It's
Yeah.
bigger than the NHL. Everybody
Yeah.
watches it, so it's yeah, it's probably the biggest achievement in our business. So we don't take it for granted. That's for sure.